Chapter 4, Mishnah 11. The next dispute, which is also recorded in Nazir 3:6, is about a Nazir. This is someone who makes the vow of Naziros, which prohibits him from cutting his hair, drinking wine, or eating any part of a grape, and becoming tameh from a corpse. He must observe these laws for 30 days unless his vow is specified a longer term. A Nazir who is already tameh at the time he makes his vow cannot begin observing his term of Naziros until he becomes tahor. The rabbis decreed that all lands outside of Eretz Yisrael are considered tameh, and a person who is standing on such lands or touches soil from them becomes tameh as if he touched a corpse. This is known as the tumah of the land of the nations. Therefore, if a person who is outside Eretz Yisrael accepted upon himself a term of Naziros, he cannot fulfill his Naziros obligation there. The Mishnah teaches the law for someone who observed his entire term of Naziros outside Eretz Yisrael and only then came to Eretz Yisrael. If someone who accepted upon himself a long term of Naziros, i.e. more than the standard 30 days, while he was outside Eretz Yisrael, and he completed his term of Naziros there, and only afterwards came to Eretz Yisrael, how many days must he observe again? Beis Shammai say he must be a Nazir for 30 days. Since the tumah of the land of the nations is only a rabbinic tumah, he fulfilled his biblical obligation when he observed his term of Naziros outside Eretz Yisrael. Nevertheless, the rabbis penalized him by requiring him to be a Nazir again for a standard 30-day term. It is not necessary, however, for him to repeat the full length of his original term. But Beis Hillel say he must be a Nazir at the beginning of his term. That is, he must observe a term of Naziris in Eretz Yisrael for the length of time he originally vowed to observe. According to Beis Hillel, the rabbis penalized this Nazir by treating him as if he did not observe his Naziris at all, since he observed it outside Eretz Yisrael. The next dispute appears in Nazir 3:7. If someone has two sets of witnesses testifying about him, these, the first set of witnesses, testify that he accepted upon himself 2 terms of Naziris, i.e. 2 standard 30-day terms of Naziris for 60 days, and these, the second set of witnesses, testify that he accepted upon himself 5 terms of Naziris, 150 days, and he claims that he did not vow at all. Beis Shammai say the testimony is divided, that is, both testimonies are tossed out, since the 2 sets of witnesses contradict each other and the court has no way of knowing which is telling the truth. Therefore, there is no Naziris obligation here. But Beis Hillel say included in 5 terms is 2 terms of Naziris, meaning that since all the witnesses agree that he accepted at least 2 terms of Naziris, the testimony about 2 terms is considered valid. Therefore, the law is that he must be a Nazir for 2 terms.